So Team USA women's basketball obviously has got Caitlin Clark, Paige Bueckers, all of these players, and they have their old team that they brought into the Olympics. And I'm making this video because I have to say it. Team USA need to go young. They need to go young. Because at the end of the day, this is a team that has really not played up to their potential the last two, like almost qualifying period and the Olympics. So in the 2022 Women's Basketball World Cup, I think that they
they believed age and wisdom would prevail over everything else. But reality proved otherwise, as Team USA struggled against Germany, Belgium, and lost entirely to France during Olympic play. This wasn't merely a rough patch, it represented a fundamental miscalculation. The overconfidence that any roster selection would guarantee victory created genuine crises. A desperate last-moment score by Stewie against Belgium, a controversial boundary call to edge past France. These weren't commanding wins, they were narrow survivals, revealing cracks in the foundation while global audiences took notice. The moment for transformation has arrived, or this legendary program faces potential collapse.
I'm trying to think who ran them close. China, in fairness, China and Belgium ran them kind of close. And then in Olympic qualifying, not too long ago, Belgium literally only lost to USA because Stewie got a last-second tip-in. Stewie got a last-second tip-in to beat a very solid Belgium team. And then, obviously, you had the Olympics where they only beat France because of foot on the line. And not only that, in the Olympics, we saw them go out old. And if you guys watch the games, they were down early against Germany. They were down.
The manner of these defeats told an even more troubling story. They were repeatedly overwhelmed and outpaced by more energetic, ambitious squads. As USA remained loyal to veteran players, competing countries prioritized speed and fresh talent. This fundamental error emerged from assuming recognizable stars would deliver results, independent of their present condition or fitness for contemporary international competition. Such miscalculation nearly destroyed their campaign entirely, serving as harsh evidence that reputation alone provides insufficient foundation. Women's basketball had transformed dramatically, leaving Team USA struggling to catch up the curve.
Obviously, you had the Olympics where they only beat France because of foot on the line. And not only that, in the Olympics, we saw them go out old. And if you guys watch the games, they were down early against Germany. They were down early against Belgium. They were down early against, they were down the whole game against France. And the reason why they were down all this time was because they literally, they went out old. They thought, oh, it doesn't matter who we bring out. We're going to just win. They thought it doesn't really matter. We're going to win anyway. They thought, cool, we can go. We don't need to go and bring our proper...
Take Chelsea Gray's situation. Team USA made her their starting point guard, while her own WNBA franchise had repositioned her as a forward. Additionally, she was dealing with injuries yet remained considered essential. This inflexible commitment to predetermined arrangements, disregarding both physical limitations and evolving team needs, reveals leadership disconnected from reality. What justifies forcing someone into a position where they're no longer effective, particularly when younger, more natural alternatives exist at that position? Such puzzling choices expose the fundamental problems within their outdated approach.
Starting Diana Taurasi, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, we're going to start Diana Taurasi. Oh shit, all these other teams are just destroying us because they're so fast. Who cares? Who cares? They're not going to do it. They can't beat us, we're America. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh shit. Like, Chelsea Gray, who, by the way, her own coach doesn't even play her point guard anymore in the WNBA. Her own coach doesn't play her point guard. She plays she plays more power forward than she does point guard. But Team USA is like, no, Chelsea Gray starting point guard. It's like, why is Chelsea Gray starting point guard? I mean, she's our point guard. It's like, well, should she be really starting point guard? It's like, well, we didn't bring in another point guard, so we kind of have to.
Diana Taurasi's situation presents another concern, maintaining her starting position at 42, and while her accomplishments remain unquestioned, her continued prominence symbolizes the program's unwillingness to adapt. International opponents featuring explosive young athletes consistently outpaced the veteran players. How does any team pursue championship goals when core components are visibly less athletic than their rivals? Team USA leadership avoided addressing this reality, prioritizing emotional attachments over competitive requirements. This unwillingness to modernize nearly destroyed their chances completely.
Playing a point guard? Wait, Kelsey Plum's team were like near the bottom of the standings until their actual point guard came back when she played point guard. Oh, well, no, Kelsey Plum's on this team as a point guard. It's like, well, wait, when Kelsey Plum played point guard for Vegas, they were shit last year. When Kelsey Plum played point guard for LA, they were garbage. And when Julie Alamon came back, they were incredible. But yeah, it's all around a weird one. It is it's a weird one to look at when it comes to Team USA, because they just went so old and so bad, and they got to go young at the next Olympics.
Kelsey Plum's point guard difficulties revealed additional layers to this positional nightmare. Her WNBA franchises, Vegas and Los Angeles, reportedly performed terribly whenever she handled primary playmaking duties. Success only returned when their designated point guards resumed control, yet Team USA continued viewing her as a legitimate floor general option. This fundamental misunderstanding of individual performance patterns and team chemistry effects defies logic. Success requires not simply recruiting young talent, but identifying appropriate players for specific positional responsibilities.
And a lot of people are like, oh, Alyssa Thomas isn't at this camp because she's guaranteed. Unpopular opinion, I watched the Olympics. I don't think Alyssa Thomas should make the team over Angel Reese. Alyssa Thomas in the Olympics was basically just a hustle rebounder. Angel Reese is better at that. People are saying Jewel Lloyd is a guarantee to make the team. I think Jewel Lloyd's not at this camp because she's told she's not going to make the team. That's my theory. My theory is Jewel Lloyd's not at this camp, and same with Brittany Griner. And people are like, oh, Brittany Griner's not there because she knows she's a guarantee to make the team because of her height. And I'm like, dude, Brittany Griner doesn't even play for her own team. Like, how exactly is Brittany Griner's height?
The path forward remains absolutely obvious. Team USA must embrace youth immediately. This transcends simple roster renovation. It demands infusing the explosive ability, quickness, and adaptability required to restore supremacy. Future Olympics and World Cups require complete philosophical transformation. Depending on declining veterans, despite their historical contributions, has become obsolete. The emerging stars, athletes redefining competitive standards, represent more than alternatives. They constitute essential components for upcoming victories. This exceeds recommendation. It's an imperative directive.
Griner doesn't even play for her own team. Like, how exactly is Brittany Griner's height match up for the fact that their toughest competition in France has Dominique Malonga, who's way faster and can spread the floor, and Ileana Rupert, who's one of the best three-point shooters in the entire league, playing power forward? When you've got two three-point shooters at 4-5, you can't afford to have Brittany Griner. Jewel Lloyd's just not good enough. Like, it's as simple as that when it comes to Jewel Lloyd. She's just not good enough at this point in time. And she wasn't good enough at the last Olympics either. I know she had a really good year in 2023, but she was terrible in 2024 for Seattle. And she was, like, again...
Controversial perspectives are emerging, questioning Team USA's untouchable selections. Consider Alyssa Thomas. Despite her guaranteed inclusion, Olympic contributions amounted to basic hustle and rebounding. Angel Reese, who specializes precisely in those areas, performs demonstrably superior while offering additional versatility. Why retain someone for limited skills when younger, more complete options excel in identical roles, plus more? This isn't about diminishing veteran contributions, it's about calculated precision in choosing athletes who provide optimal skill combinations for international competition.
Is there a point in that when even in that role Sonia Citron's 100 times better than her? Like, Sonia Citron is the most versatile player in women's basketball right now, as far as like lack of flaws, can slot into any position, has size, has length, can shoot the shit out of the ball, is efficient. She's the most plug-and-play player. She's the best plug-and-play player in the WNBA, guaranteed. Angel Reese as a specialist rebounder should be on that team, guaranteed. Aaliyah Boston is by so much the second best big. Like, her and Aja Wilson should be their two bigs, and then you don't even need to bring another center, because worst case scenario,
Jewel Lord's exclusion from the